MacSed came in. My first exposure to MacSed actually came from back when I was waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, days each week. Lower left-hand corner spawning as our red Protoss, hailing from IG. It is MacSed. The upper right-hand corner spawning is our blue Protoss. He is. And Digmouse is right behind me here, so I actually wanted to ask Digmouse a question. What does the Choye here? What's that all about? What does that mean? Like smoking old man? That's kind of what I gathered when I first saw that tag. And oh wait, look at this. Interesting. Is that a picture of his girlfriend? Take your word for it. Right. Well, nothing too terribly out of the ordinary happening yet. No proxies or anything else like that. At this stage, that would just mean a gate, and that's it. Of course, both players, neither of them are going to take any risks. They're already scouting themselves out proxy-wise, especially HerO. He really doesn't like to lose versus any of that stuff. I'm just going to out-tab real quick and check to see what you guys think of the audio on my side. Great to know. So, yeah. Mic is still occasionally cutting out, so maybe I should just talk a little bit louder. I apologize. Okay. Of course, you guys can hear Dota in the background. Liquid HerO's already gone for 1 gas, and 1 gas only for the time being. But MacSed's going for 2. So what we have coming from HerO leads me to believe that he may be trying to take a bit of a... No, wait. Hold that thought. Okay. I was going to say he might have been going for a quick natural, but it looks like that is not the case. And with that, we actually see MacSed heading out. Right now, though, I want to say that the player that's going with a more viable, if you will, tech up on 1 base would actually be MacSed at this stage. PvP is the... I want to say, you know, it's so painfully common to see many games end on 1 base. Very much so. Alright, so... HerO... Loading about 100 gas, excuse me. I think he queued up... I think he just queued up his mothership core. I believe so, and he's also throwing down Chrono Boost on top of that as well. Everything seems to be fine so far. But the scout there from... there we go. Scout there from Liquid HerO basically revealed that MacSed's going for... Well, he sees everything that's normal that he should see, which is all 3 pylons, I believe. So that means, given what he's seen so far, should know that it's going to be a 3, maybe 3 gate forward pressure. Now the question is, what can we see MacSed do? Okay, he got the first shot out there, but of course the mothership core's DPS in combination with that 1 stalker there will take this 1 stalker out of the fight. 2 gateways, alright, no third gateway, so that basically means that MacSed's trying to go for a conservative expo. I like that. But Blink Stalkers, something else coming from here. The timing on that is going to be quite strong, to be honest. MacSed will not be able to outproduce that. He's got a robo on the way, though. He's got some inkling as to what this could be, because he's only Stalkers coming at him. No Zealots whatsoever. And for his curiosity, MacSed pays the price of 1 Stalker to find out that his opponent has 2. Robo going down as well. This could be, you know, I don't want to say a total build order loss, but Good HerO makes absolutely 0 mistakes. Almost for 100% sure. It all depends on when this attack hits, how much energy is on the mothership core, and what MacSed does with his mothership core. It's highly situational. Look what HerO leaves his back at home. He's just going to go poke around with these stalkers, and that's about it. I think he was expecting aggression coming from MacSed, but now the tides are going to be turned. By the time he arrives at the natural, his blink is going to be done. Altogether, 6 stalkers at the front. There's 3 coming from MacSed, an immortal, and sentries, as well as a single zealot. Nexus cannon activated, and for that, Liquid HerO loses nothing. MacSed loses about 100 energy. Look at the alternative. Yeah, it wasn't that great, but I mean, at the same time, if he didn't throw down that Nexus cannon, he could have just lost his mothership core straight out. HerO's just going to throw down a couple of zealots. Ooh, a nice little annoying block here coming from Mac. You wanna start an expo, you're going to have to either kill me here or just take, basically pull back something to destroy this pylon. Okay. Nexus Cannon's about to wear off, but we've got almost enough energy for another one. There's 6 seconds of a window attack for that Nexus Cannon to go down. And with the angle these stalkers are at in the mothership core as well, there's the blink into the main, and one pylon will fall for sure, and a blink out, but that was not for free. One stalker is gone. Oh, and guess what? HerO lost his mothership core there. That was very big. That was brutal. But at the same time, probes are pulled off the line here, and it looks like HerO's getting some damage done this time. He also threw down a force field on the natural ramp. He's going to keep those force fields stacked up if he does this right. Yeah, and now, oh my god, MacSed is not able to get out there. He loses his natural expansion. Max says, guess what, you're going to have to kill me? And HerO says, well, guess what, I'm going to kill you. And look, he's even supply blocked right now. This is painful if you're MacSed. You can't make any army to defend yourself. You can't break out of your own base in time. And it looks like MacSed returns just a little bit too late to throw down that pylon. So he's probably going to go into the main and check out what his opponent is doing and what he can do, if anything. No, doesn't even get that chance. Okay, so MacSed, once again, locked inside of his own base. On one base is going to be going for, as you can see, the Robo. Robotics research facility, if you will. That's what it's called in Chinese here. Or research station for Robo. Alright, so checking the situation MacSed's in right now. He's not pleasant, to say the very least. And HerO... Pardon me, I just had to cough. HerO takes a 4 supply lead there. And with that, you can see HerO leave a few sentries here to lock MacSed inside his own base. Not entirely sure about what this is. Oh, okay. He's just sending these stalkers out here to make sure there's no warp prism moving out. He knows his opponent has a Robo, and sending out a warp prism is definitely one good way to retaliate against your opponent. But that's not the case here. As you can see, we have a Colossus, and that's going to crush the shields, but one blink here is going to focus down that Colossus. It's still alive. And that was a big misstep from HerO. He just lost a good chunk of his stalkers. This is not looking too much, or too great, to be perfectly honest with you. At least, not for MacSed. I mean, he's going to have to restart his natural if he doesn't try to opt to just kill HerO right now. But at the same time, 2 Colossus, I think, would be much, much better than 1. And speaking of, that second Colossus just entered the battlefield. Look, right there. Back at home, is HerO ready to defend versus 2 Colossi? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the overlapping, if I'm not mistaken, 2 attacks from, in this situation, 2 attacks from Colossus onto an Immortal will actually act as 4, so that means altogether there will be about 40 damage every time these Colossus hit a single Immortal. These 2 Colossus, if they target down a single Immortal. More Stalkers coming in the background. And it looks like HerO's trying to get some kind of an awkward-ish surround. Not quite working out. Getting that pylon is pretty big, though. Stops reinforcements shortly. And then 2 pylons are going to go down here on the 2nd level plateau, if you will. Nexus Cannon tripped for Liquid HerO, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold this or not. There's a hallucinated Colossus in here. Also two hallucinated Colossus from HerO. That pylon in the back got shut down. That's the curious thing that HerO's doing that seems to be so amazing. There's still a probe with this army, in case you guys couldn't notice. He's right here, and I think this is a little bit difficult to deal with if you're MacSed. You're like, okay, what do I do? Do I attack the guy who's in front of me, or do I attack the part of his army that's behind me? And right now, HerO's at 116 supply. Those two Colossus, I think, are hallucinations, not to absorb damage, but rather to make him think that they're real. More hallucinations going down could absorb some damage. And another one disappeared. It looks like this is a fight that is maybe not going MacSed's way at all. He doesn't have any of his Colossus remaining. The Immortals are tearing up the Stalkers on the ground. MacSed plummets to 44 supply. A little bit confusing, although this fight was. You know, we can tell definitively HerO comes out on top. He's got his natural expansion behind this. MacSed has nothing to go off of for the time being. Even this exchange hurts MacSed just a little bit. Okay, so for the time being, there it is. MacSed just says, GG. He knew there was no coming back from this, basically. It's extremely difficult to do in a PvP matchup. One base Protoss versus two base Protoss. It almost, you know, I wouldn't say it doesn't even matter what units you produce on stage, but honestly, it was something that he couldn't get his, just couldn't pull out of.